Now the real test is the self-driving mode, all right? This is the reason we're doing this, okay? We want to test the full self-driving with the Tesla.
Hey, Tom Ping, love what you're doing on your channel, buddy. Super congrats. You know, giving your time and energy to nonprofit business channel. Look, man, keep driving that audience. So, Tom Ping, look forward to spending some time with you. I know you got the right mindset, so I'd love for you to share some of that from the big V. God bless, be great. 10X.
The first thing I'm gonna do is put in an address, all right? So, I don't know where I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go to Lionsgate Marina, where I keep my boat right now. It's probably not a good thing to type and drive at the same time. In the VinFast, they will not allow you to do this, but in the Tesla, it's okay. So Lionsgate Marina, I think right there. All right, and it's gonna give me the route. Okay, first let me just get into a safe position here, and then I'm going to turn on the full self-driving mode by pressing this stock down twice, like so. So now the full self-driving mode is engaged. I have to also say that the camera, the front camera, back camera, side cameras, they're of really good quality. I've never seen cameras of that quality in any car. In fact, the videos are so clear. Now, the car is driving itself, right? I am actually just putting my hand on the wheel. It's doing everything by itself. It stopped at this intersection and it's waiting for the light. And when it's going to turn green, then it'll go. Let me move the camera here. So you can see here that the Tesla knows the entire environment. It knows exactly what is happening all around our Tesla, all right? And then it's waiting for the light to turn green, and then it'll go by itself. I have to put my hand on the wheel because otherwise the Tesla will complain. I'm not actually turning the wheel. I'm just keeping I'm actually really nervous right now because, you know, I don't know what it'll do. I frankly don't really trust the Tesla so much. I think it got disengaged because I actually, you know, moved the steering wheel a little bit. So the autopilot, the self-driving mode was disengaged. So now I have it re-engaged. I don't really trust it yet, okay? I feel nervous. Should I trust the Tesla? I don't know. I should trust it, right? I mean, a lot of people are using this feature. So there's even like people sleeping in the car while the car was driving. That's not recommended, of course. But again, I'm just putting my hand on the wheel. Otherwise, Tesla will complain. But I'm not using my foot. I'm not driving the wheel. It's actually driving itself. And there's actually a Tesla in front of us too. There's like a Tesla everywhere in Vancouver. And the car stopped by itself because the car in front of us stopped. And wow, that's pretty impressive. Now the road is clear, so the Tesla will go ahead. And one thing about full self-driving is that it will obey all traffic laws. Not like when Tom's driving, right? So what happens? Oh shit, I have to hold. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. So it'll not exceed the speed limit of the city. Oh look, it's gonna turn left now, all right? It's gonna turn left by itself. So it's gonna wait until the traffic is clear. And now it's gonna go all by itself. Come on, go, 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 go. Go, yeah. It's not sure. It's not sure whether to go or not because there's pedestrian there. You see, there's a girl crossing the street, so it didn't go. Now it's clear, so it goes. Oh wow, I'm not actually doing anything, all right? And now it's stopped at a red light. I would say that's pretty impressive. But I say it's too conservative, right? So if there's anything that could get in its way, it will not go. And also it follows all traffic laws. So, you know, it's not gonna go over the speed limit. So if you wanna go anywhere fast, FSD is not the way to go, right? And I like driving, so I don't think this is a feature I would use often. But I can see when it's useful. For example, maybe you're very fatigued, you're tired, and maybe you're worried that you'll fall asleep at the wheel, and you turn this on and the car will take care of you. I think it would. So far so good. We're actually driving into downtown Vancouver. I planned this route for a reason. I really want to test the Tesla full self-driving, because, you know, if it can handle downtown traffic here in Vancouver, then I would say it's a thumbs up. But I don't think any AI could handle Ho Chi Minh City traffic, right? That would just be chaos. If we put this Tesla with FSD in Ho Chi Minh City, this car would not even move, because there's just too many things happening. And then you know how people drive in Vietnam, like all the motorbikes are like really close to your car, and the car would just get really confused, right? I gotta put my hand on the wheel just so that it doesn't complain. So the light turned green. Now the Tesla is moving. It's following the flow of traffic. Well, I could be your tour guide. So, you know, down there is where my office used to be. I used to work for that company over there at the BMO building there. It's a pretty nice office. It's pretty good so far. Okay, so the light just turned yellow. It just went through a yellow light, and I'm feeling more comfortable now. I don't think Tesla's gonna kill me today. Not yet anyways. We're gonna oh, did you see that? You know, there's a guy like pushing like garbage can, right? Walked right in front of me, so the car stopped. That's pretty fucking cool, I would say. All right, and then yeah, I'm just touching the wheel. I'm not driving. All right, my foot is not anywhere near the pedal, but I am just a little bit nervous still. I just stopped doing these things, man. I'm gonna kill myself one day, you know, in a self-driving car. So now we continue on to our destination. The car's driving itself, and look at the display. I mean, like, it actually captures the environment so well. Oh, stop. By itself, I didn't do anything. It knows when to stop, and the light is green, but there's people turning up ahead, so it keeps a distance with the car in front of us. And this is artificial intelligence, man. This is actually AI. And actually, Elon Musk started OpenAI, right? He was one of the first funders or founders of OpenAI. But of course, Tesla is also building its own AI for the self-driving car. So eventually, Elon Musk pulled out of OpenAI because there's some conflict of interest there. We'll actually talk more about that in another video. But so that's what happened. And then OpenAI is supposed to be like an open AI, right? It's an open infrastructure. It's an open source technology. But actually, after Elon Musk left, it actually became for profit. It became like, oh shit. Now the car is figuring out what to do. It's not sure what to do. I gotta take control now because it kind of just stopped there. Okay, so I actually took control over the car because it just stopped in the middle of the road, not sure what to do. So, okay, now I turn the full self-driving back on. All right. So it doesn't work all the time. So in that corner there, the Tesla was confused, so it stopped there. Nothing was happening, and there's a car behind me. I don't want them to honk at me, so I took control there. So it's not 100%. All right. So it does get confused sometimes. So for sure, don't rely 100% on FSD. So I see a lot of people like driving the VinFast VF8 using the lane keeping feature, right? See, it stopped in the wrong place. I'm blocking that car, so I'm taking control a little bit. I'm moving the car in front of me. See, the Tesla doesn't know that. Tesla can understand the environment, can keep a safe distance, can calculate the right path, but it doesn't know that it's blocking another car. So in those kind of situations, then I have to jump in. Otherwise, I'll be blocking somebody else, right? So it's not 100%. It's not 100%, but it's not expected to be, right? Another situation would be like, I'm parked behind, let's say, this car at a traffic light, but the Tesla would not be smart enough to say, hey, why don't I just go around it, right? Because then, I'll get to my destination faster. It will not. It will just happily sit there until the car in front of me moves. So it's not smart enough to actually think like a human and think of the shortest path to get to the destination. It'll actually sit there and wait. So what I want to do is I want to cross the Lionsgate Bridge because it is beautiful crossing the bridge, and then I think we'll call the end to our test. But I will say so far it's really good. The self-driving feature works like most of the time. I would say like 98% of the time. There's like actually 2 instances I have to take control. One because it was confused, stopped in the middle of the road, not knowing what to do. And the second one was just now because we were blocking another car, so I don't want to block them, so I took control. Now let's keep going. Again, I'm not driving the car. So see, this traffic condition right here can be quite confusing because it's like multiple lanes merging into fewer lanes. So I wonder if Tesla can figure this out. And actually there's a traffic jam up ahead. So this might take a little while to get through. I have a feeling I need to take control over if I want to get to the destination faster because there's a lot of cars. All right, green light, here we go. Will it know what to do? Yeah, I think it does. So it figure out, oh, no, don't do it. Oh, fuck. Actually, the Tesla was right. We need to get into this lane, but I just got too nervous. I was worried I will crash into the other car, so I took control. But I think we were actually okay there. It was me, right? I'm stressed out. So now let's turn the FSD mode back on. Back on. Can we turn it back on? Yes. Okay. Now the Tesla is slowly crawling in rush hour traffic. I hope it knows where to go. Come on. Okay. So I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna take control back, and because we don't want to wait in rush hour traffic, so I'm gonna take another route. Okay, now let's turn the full self-driving feature back on. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna get onto the Lionsgate Bridge, and this part of the drive is actually scenic. It's actually beautiful. Come on, go faster. It's still driving by itself, but it's being very conservative. It doesn't want to go fast. It want to keep a long distance with the car in front of us. And I would go faster than this, but I'm actually worried that the cars behind me would not be happy because we're not going so fast. Sometimes, going slow is actually more dangerous. It's actually more not safe because, all the cars are like going faster than you, they're passing you, and they're probably not happy with you driving so slow. But anyhow, I'm just letting the Tesla do its thing. I'm not really involved in the driving of this vehicle other than holding onto the steering wheel, and so far still so good. We'll conclude the testing of the full self-driving mode after we pass the bridge, which is a very scenic drive, and then I will share my final thoughts on the Tesla Model 3 with the FSD. So far so good, everything is driving so well. I wish I can take my hand off the wheel, but I should not, because Tesla is very sensitive about that. If I take my hand off the wheel, then it'll actually give me a warning, and then it will disengage the FSD, and then it will tell me that if I do it again, it will not let me use FSD again. Literally, it will do that. Like, it's like my dad or something, you know. It's like, like if you do that again, you cannot use this feature again. All right. So that's why, you know, I'm so obedient when I'm in the Tesla. You know, if you want my hand on the wheel, then I'm putting my hand on the wheel. All right. Ooh. Okay. We're getting to the bridge. So this is one of my favorite driving route because it's really scenic. It's beautiful. Yeah, this is the Lionsgate Bridge in Vancouver. It connects Vancouver and North Vancouver, and it's beautiful. Normally, I would not be able to enjoy the scenery, but now with the self-driving mode on, I can actually look around me. Wow, look at that Broad Inlet. Look at the, oh shit, I need to, oh, it's complaining. Okay, yeah, I know. See, I just kind of let go a little bit, and Tesla is already complaining. So I really need to put my hand on the wheel. But now I can really look around me and see the beautiful scenery, the mountains, the ocean, Georgia Strait out there, you know. Pretty cool. Love it. So, final thoughts, all right? I love the Tesla Model 3. I would get it, like, no doubt about it. $64,000 Canadian. That's before all the discount. That's before all the discounts. So, you know, I think it's cheap. Like, for what you get, it's really great value, and very, very functional car, very, very good driving car, and a lot of power. Would I pay $20,000 for the self-driving feature in the Model 3? I don't know. I'm a driver, right? So the likelihood of me using this feature is probably not often, all right? I probably would not use this feature often because I like to drive. I like to experience driving the vehicle. I like to feel the G-forces. I like to feel the acceleration. I want to feel the car as it slides across the road sometimes, not always. But, you know, so I'm not sure I would pay $20,000 Canadian for the full self-driving feature. But it's a nice safety feature, I think, for the situations where, you know, like you're fatigued and you just want another driver that can help you out, and that driver happens to be a computer, and that's okay. Now, the car is turning right, and it's calculating how to turn right. So the wheel keeps on like changing. Don't go. Oh, good. Yeah, see, the car is very, very conservative. So it didn't go, and then the other drivers are like giving me the signal, say go, come on, right? So I have to take control over there because, again, the Tesla is very conservative. The Tesla will not be able to know the other driver want me to go first. Of course, like, you cannot rely 100% on FSD, and it certainly cannot take eyes off the road, and you really need to pay attention to the road conditions. Otherwise, you might get into trouble. All right. So, thumbs up on the Tesla Model 3. I would buy it. I would buy the FSD just so because it's cool, but really, is it that useful? I don't really think so. Not for me anyways, probably for other people. It's really a really cool piece of technology. I love the car, I love Tesla, and but I love VinFast more. And that's really a sentimental thing, right? Because I'm from Vietnam, so of course I always prefer the VinFast. So take some fucking action, look into the Tesla FSD feature, and don't be a fuck